Woo! Hello, everybody. I did my intro, did the countdown, did my intro, and forgot to hit go live. Duh. Done backlash my own self.
Intro and forgot to hit go live.
Duh. Let me turn off YouTube. Sorry about that. Hey, Miss Sarah. Tell Leon I said good night. Hello, Leanne. Um. Well, I got my cell phone over here to the right on the tripod, which is going to be showing my hands and the work I'm doing. I am doing a blanket velvet yarn that I got from Ollie's a few weeks ago. Let me see. Try to make myself here bigger. Here's what I've got so far. It is about 4 foot. I think it's 4 foot wide. So it'll go over me very well. I think 4 foot was a good width. Depending on how long it is, I may or may not. I may use it for me or I may use it for Panda. Hey, Avid. Avid had to get the slap in there. Panda may take it because she's already told me how soft it is. Do y'all hear echo by any chance? I just wanted to know if anybody heard an echo. Because I'm trying to... Coastal used this setup the other day, had a phone on a tripod and then worked off of the computer also. So I like that, and I did set it up where I can stop the camera for me and you'll still see it. Yeah, I've actually been very surprised with how easily I've been able to work with it. I did try to knit, but I could not get the knit to work. So, pretty much, I guess what you call frogged it. I pulled it all off the needles, started over with the crochet hook, and I'm really enjoying working with this. I've got this skein plus 3 more skeins of it, so it should be fairly good size. The StreamYard link is pinned at the top of chat. If anybody would like to come up, you're more than welcome to. Francis Fishing Outdoors, hello, how are you? Francis Fishing, this is a little different live stream than what I normally do. On Sunday nights, I do what I call a hobby hangout. For right now, it's been knitting and crochet. I might try to I'd like to start incorporating other hobbies if I can find people that will work with me on incorporating other hobbies, whether it's bait making or reel repairs or RC car builds or something like that. Painting, artwork, anything will work. Hey, Miss Linda, I hope you're doing well. The ball of yarn is down here in the floor just rolling around in the corner. So I will probably have to wash this before I get to use it, because I'm sure it'll be dirty by the time I get it made. Whew. I think not only is this going to be a soft blanket, it's going to be a very warm blanket. The yarn said to use a number 10 crochet hook. I actually got a number 11. Not much of a difference, but I think I'm glad I went with the bigger needle in this case. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing fairly good. I did have to work today, unfortunately, because we have lots of they're calling for 2 to 5 inches of rain over the next 4 days, which is pretty much going to shut down work for me. I told the boss man tomorrow I was going to take off for the most part, and Tuesday, if it still rained out, after I take the daughter and wife to school, I'll go up to the office. There's a certification class that I can take, or that I need to finish up and take the test for it. So I'm going to try to do that. Go up there, get that paid, and as soon as that's paid off, then I will try to get everything, get those books to the next person in line. But hey, Miss Lydia, how are you doing? I happened to see her live earlier when I was on my way home from work. I was able to remind her that tonight is my live stream. I think Panda is watching Chip and Potato. I'm not sure what Coastal's doing right now. Hey, Jeffrey, how are you? I hope you have a stay safe. I'll see you in 3. Jeffrey, where are you headed for 3 weeks, sir? That sounds like a good little vacation for sure. Yes, this is a bamboo hook, Linda. Yeah, Coastal did an unboxing the other day for a Mizu box and Beacon's bark box, and she used this angle for the unboxing, and I really liked it. So I stole this idea from Coastal. I'm gonna have to give her credit where credit is due on this one. It gives a really good angle for you to be able to see what I'm doing. Some stitches want to twist on me. It makes it hard to find them, especially in poor lighting condition. I need better lighting in my kitchen. See the world. Hello. Wolves Den. How are you doing, buddy? Leanne and M&T, living and cooking. I believe I said hello to y'all earlier, but hello. There's Miss Kelly. Now the live stream can start. Kelly is here. Ha ha ha. Y'all can type the word backlash. Nightbot will drop your link. I've been working on this thing most of the day. I think I've only gotten like 5 rows done. Joys of construction inspections. I do a test and then I wait till about an hour or two before I do the next test. So How do you spend too much time on my YouTube? I need to spend more time on your YouTube channel, Jeffrey. Uh-oh. The star of the show may be coming. There's Miss Panda. Hey, Krubby. Can you say hello?
Hello.
Girl. You are all up in the view, blocking what I'm doing. Panda. It's backlash, Linda, not backflash. Hey, John Parker. Panda. Go back to chip and potato. Hey, John Parker. I wish I could knit you a Mondo Hondo, buddy. Whew. Trying to find one around here is tough. Thank you, Krubby. She is a cutie pie, that's for sure. There, Real Time got his drop. Real Time is a self-proclaimed professional catfish angler who is unfortunately mostly blind. He is legally blind, but he still does YouTube. Him and his wife, Miss Dana, and he goes fishing and does a really good job of it all. So I do he is a very big inspiration for anybody that may have a disability of any kind, that you can still get out and go enjoy yourself. One of y'all crafters, come on up here and help me out here. Come on up on panel. Panel is open for anybody that wants to come up. Depending on water levels and stuff, I'm going to go check out a place, see if I can't do some catfishing one day this week. Hopefully, we'll see. Kelly dropping link. Drop Miss Lydia's link. Thank you, Kelly. Hey, there's Coastal. That one about screwed up. For some reason, this velvet yarn, I don't tend to pick it as much as the regular yarn. I guess because it's just one strand with fuzzy stuff around it instead of numerous little strands spun together. Bear's Crochet Critters. Hello, Bear. How are you doing? I don't know if Mama Bear will be in here or not tonight. She said she still has a long road to recovery and won't know if she'll even be able to sew or knit after everything is said and done. Sew, knit, or crochet. So please keep Mama Bear living life in your thoughts and prayers, as she is still recovering. think she said 4 to 6 weeks left with the, or 4 to 6 weeks with the immobilizer on. And then after that, she'll have a solid cast on for a while. Hey, Felicia. How are you doing tonight, ma'am? Felicia, Kelly, Bear, Lydia, Linda, any of y'all want to come up? You're more than welcome to. Panel is open. Y'all will see when I'm doing this, I've got to take numerous breaks because my left hand will go numb on me. My right hand holding the needle don't go numb. That's my left hand that goes numb. See the world. Got 12 awesome people in here. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to make sure you hit the thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you have a community tab, share this stream out. Let's keep getting this hobby hangout growing on Sunday nights. If you like to support my channel, there's many ways you can do it. Whether it's through my merchandise store, there's super chat, super stickers, or if you like to do so anonymously, you can type the word PayPal, and Nightbot will drop my PayPal link. Or I can type it. Hey, Denise. All right. There's my spread shop. Nightbot just dropped, and Coastal dropped the PayPal link. Me and Coastal are taking a trip at the end of February to CatCon, which is a catfishing crappie conference. I know that doesn't really go along with Hobby Hangout right now, but fishing is not only a hobby, but it's also now my YouTube job. But so definitely want to do that. Me and Coastal have both ordered stickers for our channel. So any donations towards stickers and travels is very much appreciated. Not expected, but it is all appreciated. There are memberships on my channel if you would like to become a monthly member. I did put out a video earlier tonight, members only, and it will probably stay that way until Tuesday. What is Timothy's name? I do not know. M&T, what is your name? Or names? I know there's one MT, which is, I believe, a Mark, but this is a different MT. This is M&T, not just MT. The other one is a homesteader. Glad you see that. Tyra and Marvin. Cool. Well, I'm on my third row since I started. This thing goes pretty quick, but I'm only doing a single crochet too. Mr. Bean and GW. Okay. Hello, Mr. Bean. How are you doing? I will say Mr. Bean is probably one of my most favorite comedians there is. That guy is just about as funny as Mr. Magoo. Or like a modern day Charlie Chaplin. Chapman. I don't know. Probably I'm probably murdered Charlie's last name, but oh well. All right, Jeffrey. Sometimes breaks and vacations are good. Actually, Jeffrey, 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 weeks will be the 19th of February. I'll be here the 19th. The 26th of February, I don't know if I have Hobby Hangout because we'll be coming back from Louisville, Kentucky. So, not sure if I'll actually have Hobby Hangout that night or not. Knitting and watching football game, I will come up. Okay. Hey, Cindy Toes, how are you doing? Been a while. Henderson, Kentucky. Okay. Cool. I know nothing about Kentucky. Hey, Callie King, Little Ridge Farm. There's one of the marks from YouTube. Yeah. Sandy Toes came in. I just heard a big Sandy from the other room. She was very happy to see you. Huh? What'd you say? Yeah. I'm sweating up here by myself. Trying to entertain y'all with lackluster crocheting. At least Coastal is somewhat keeping up with the chat from the other room. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good, Sandy. We got 3 or 4 days of rain coming between now and Thursday, which means there probably won't be much along the lines of work for me for this week. I have plenty of time to work on my blanket. Or blankets, I have two. For those of you that don't know, Little Ridge Farm lost their tiny house. I think it was November the 26th to a fire. It was a complete and total lost fire. That fully engulfed their little homestead home. The GoFundMe account is to help them rebuild and help them start life over from scratch. So if you could, please donate to that fund. Every little bit helps in any form or fashion. I myself am a volunteer fireman. I know the destructive power of fire and how bad and vicious fires can be. Matter of fact, we unfortunately had a fire not too long ago where two people did not make it out of the house, and they did end up passing away or succumbing. One to the fire, one to smoke inhalation. So that was a sad time. That fire started. We believe the grandmother was smoking a cigarette and laid down on the bed and passed out and burnt, and the bed caught on fire, unfortunately. We do believe, or the state medical examiner did believe, that she may have had a heart attack before the fire started. Because I think the cause of death for her was actually a heart attack, not fire related. Bailey, you've been a hard man to get up with. I've texted you a couple times and I've called you. Unless your phone's not working right. I called you earlier today. It went straight to voicemail. But I hope you're doing all right, Bailey. Sandy, the one that was here in our town, not everybody was okay for Little Ridge Farm. Everybody was okay for him. Just lost the house. All right. Your phone is messed up. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. All right, cool. Yeah, I was trying to figure out address or where I'm gonna pick you up for CatCon and start getting that stuff ready and see about getting the paper, see about the room and stuff like that. But we can talk about that later on. Figure it'd be easier over text message or phone call than it had any other way. Glad to see you're doing okay though. Sandy Toes wants a brain. I know I'm halfway through all this. I'm basically doing a single crochet where I go through the crochet on this line, pull a loop through, so now I have two on the needle. I hook onto the line, pull it through, and that's mine. My new loop. Go through the next one, pull it through again, and that's a single crochet. I do believe that y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe that's a single crochet. Cool, M&T. It's something that nor reaches. Oh, that's all air for me. But then again, I got blonde hair, so far, yes, Panda has blonde hair, but she don't act blonde. Thank the Lord. Well, when you have a really, really good idea, it's hard not to take it. But I did switch it to where when you turn the camera off, it goes away again instead of an audio avatar. So you're right, SC. Linda said you're right, SC. I don't know who SC is. Yep, single. Oh, single crochet. Duh. See, I told you I'm a blonde. Who's SC? Duh. Single crochet. Still, I figured it out. It took me a minute. It took it a second to hit my head. Stay going over. Stay going over my head. It hit me right in the forehead that time. But to me, crochet is faster than knitting. But pretty much about all I know is just stockinette stitch, which is regular stitching, I believe. I can purl a stitch, but I'm not very good at it. And every now and then I screw up and purl a crochet. But couldn't really tell you how I do it. Johnny Blaze in the house. He put that.
Okay.
He put hello Johnny Blaze in the house.
I guess that's sticking.
Yep. Next thing you know, it's going to be hunting and stuff with Johnny Blaze. Crochet is faster for me than knitting too. My knitting projects take me a long time. All my projects take a long time because I'll keep 5 or 6 going at one time and bounce around. I'd never finish one before I start the other. Which is also how I do housework. I'll be doing 5 or 6 projects at one time and none of them ever get finished. Sandy Toad said she thinks her best talent with knitting needles would be stabbing herself trying to put something together.
See, that's why I don't break. That's why it's best for me not to do that.
Coastal's best talent for knitting needles would be to stab backlash for doing something stupid.
I don't need sharp objects.
She don't need sharp objects around her. Yep. And I will say, Cuppy put up a short, and she did a lot better job on the sloth hanger than I did. But also, oh, where is that in the bag? Is the plant in there, or did that stay at your mama's? Oh, I did buy a little 4-inch succulent plant that was potted from Walmart and put it in the plant holder. Showed my mother-in-law and she liked it, so it ended up being her birthday present. She does want me to make the
put that back up there.
She does
Play-Doh the ice cream shop.
She wants me to make the legs or hanger part a little bit longer. Sorry, I got too high up. Tim Molina, hello. Here, I'm gonna switch this one on. What I'm working on is this here, and it's going to be a blanket. Right now it looks like a scarf, but it will be a blanket. And yes, I do have Coastal and Panda in the background. Panda has a Play-Doh ice cream truck that she got for Christmas, I believe. And she's been playing with it tonight. And yeah. Tim Molina, I don't think a crochet rod holder would work very good. But this here will be a blanket. Now this will probably be able to go out on night fishing trips with.
You okay?
1 second.
Okay.
She okay?
Yeah. Good job, big girl. All right. Good.
Yeah. Panda lost her balance and face planted. Sorry, y'all. What the yarn that I'm using is a velvet yarn. Yep, blanket is good. So when the fish aren't biting, I can wrap up in the blanket and wait for the bells to wake me up. Oh, thank you, ma'am. This is, I'll switch over this way. It is a yarn inspiration Burnett velvet. And it is, excuse me. Here's the size of it, the number 5 size, polyester. Hey, there's Still Sky.
Yeah, I could have come up after that. I have no problem waiting.
And this is Majestic Purple is the color.
Yeah, I love those yarns. They feel so soft and squishy before and after they've been worked up. I just cannot stand them
I do
running
have
through my fingers. It's ugh.
I do have a metal hook. Well, if I wanted to switch to it. New England journalist. Hello.
Hi, New England.
Hey, Emily.
Hi, guys in chat. I know I missed some of you while I was doing things, but I had to figure out how to unblock from Google.
Stop that and go back this way.
Okay. M&T, it depends on how wide it is, how long he wants it, and how tight his stitches are. Yeah.
I bought 4 skeins of yarn. I'm going to go as long as these 4 skeins. They'll either be for me or it'll be for Panda.
I'll be honest, I'll say it's probably going to go for Panda. Because even if it was yours, she's going to take it.
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
Or Coastal.
Yeah. Whoever gets the couch first. Or the chair.
We need a new mattress on our bed because it makes my back hurt. So 9 times out of 10, I end up on the couch. Yeah. We have 2 couches. We have a love seat and a couch, and they recline. So.
Yep. That's my chair in the craft room, which is where I was the last couple of times I was at when I was on live. But I stole my boyfriend's laptop and
Cool.
just because he has better quality.
Yeah.
Well, I know in the last one I'm looking yellow.
It's a panda blanket. It might be. I don't know. I'm gonna see how far from what I've seen, it says 4 skeins should go about 5 foot.
Yeah, and she's right around 4 foot.
She's 47 inches. I'm 6'2".
Oh, you're short. You're only an inch taller than me.
Yeah.
Where you going? Bedtime.
Oh. Whew.
Yeah. M&T, I know people that literally every year they have to get a new couch just because of how much wear and tear and how hard they are on their furniture. So I figure about 3 years, that's about good for an $800 sofa.
Bedtime.
Hey, say goodnight. Say goodnight, everybody.
Night night, Panda. Hi, Felicia. Felicia. I don't know why I'm talking strange.
She said her connection is iffy tonight.
That's okay.
So, you want to drag yourself?
Bad thing is, I may be losing yarn.
You're losing yarn?
Possibly. My son came in there today. He's like, "Hey, Mom, I have a question." I'm like, "What?" Friend of mine's working on a blanket and she's out of yarn. I was like, "Okay. And what am I doing about that?" Well, would you be nice and give her some? Depends on if I can match her what she's working on.
Yeah.
Probably. And I told her, she's like, "Well, that looks like it. That kind of looks like it, but I'm not." I told my son, I said, "Help her find the ball band. Because if she can get a ball band, I can, without going into any of my boxes, I can tell you if I've got it."
Yeah.
But so.
I probably should have gotten all 7 skeins of this when I saw it at Ollie's, but I kind of thought 4 would be good for a starter blanket.
Yeah. And it'll also get you used to working with that type of yarn.
Yeah.
Night, Linda. Winding roads ahead.
Which it calls for a 6.5 millimeter or USK, which is a 10.5 size needle. I'm using the 8 millimeter or A.
Yeah, that's going to open it up a little bit. I mean, you're a very tight stitcher, but using a bigger hook will open it up.
Well, this one I'm actually not doing as tight because it didn't curl on me like most of my projects do. I'm trying to do it a little looser because it is a blanket and I know it's going to be hot, probably.
Well, that'll be a good, cool, cold weather blanket.
Yeah.
See, I'm doing one, and you can see the holes in mine.
Pretty.
And it's sideways. That in the middle where you see my nose.
Yeah.
That goes on the back of the neck.
Cool.
But yeah, this actually calls for a. Oh, and I just had it. It calls for a 5 millimeter hook.
Yeah.
And I'm using the 5.5. And I'm having to fight myself because I normally pull everything tight.
Yep.
So.
Felicia said her son did the same thing. His friend wanted to make a hat.
As what mine's doing.
Yeah.
Well, he showed me a picture, and she's got the blanket worked on, but she just ran out of yarn for whatever size she was doing. she sent him a picture, and it's like, you just sent her a picture of that same yarn, the exact same yarn. I said, mine is probably just a year or two older because it's a stash yarn.
Yeah.
And he sent it back to her, and she's like, well, that's so now she's got to go looking. It is a 5-point shawl. See if I can hold it up the right way. The lady who actually made the pattern has taken all of her videos down because she used to have a lot of variations of this. But you can see that kind of loose string right here. That's my starting point. And the 2 points that are inside, and then there you go.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. And it is, you're welcome. It is Mandala Sparkle. What is the color? Hercules. Yep.
I keep drifting this way away from my camera.
And that's just habit because you're used to following the yarn. I'm going to see if I can contact the creator because she's still on Instagram.
Let's see.
And if she will let me, I will try and put a tutorial up. But I'm not going to do it without her permission because I've never done a tutorial before. And 2, it's not my pattern, so I'm not going to do it without giving credit.
At the live stream, I'll go.
Are you going to go do this for me, Daddy? Are you going to go do that?
Yes.
Yep, pretty much.
Or will Daddy come lay down with me?
If lay down and still for half an hour, and once Daddy's live stream is over.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've done that many times. But my baby, literally today is his birthday. He is 19.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
I'll only be 42 this year. Which I probably just made some people feel old.
Nah.
I remember when I used to think 40 was old. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
20 years, I'll be like, I don't remember when I thought 60 was old anymore. But right around 58, I can retire from fire department, and I'm hoping around 50 I can retire overall and just make money off of YouTube for fishing.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm growing all the time, so normally they say wintertime for fishing channels it slows down, but
that's
kind of found something to counteract that with the whole knitting, crochet, and
yeah. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I'm into fiber arts, so the knitting, crochet, yarn. I do. I'm a little bit into the prepping because I'm learning different recipes and stuff like that just to change it up. And I'm an oil rigger's daughter, so I learned how to work on my own car.
Cool.
So I'm part of the small engine and tool community.
Yeah.
And it's, so 40 and somewhat on the coins, but more just silver on that. But yarn, cooking, tools, small engine, coin. Out of those 5, guess who I have the most problems with?
The yarn.
No, the tool community.
Uh-huh.
And it's like, so I've gotten a couple of comments that were, "You're a girl, you don't know anything. You need to bleach your
Yeah.
hair blonde so people know how dumb you are."
Yeah.
And I was like, I went, excuse you? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden that comment disappeared. And somebody else blocked them and everything from the stream, but for the rest of that stream, but
Yeah.
because I was just listening in chat. I wasn't,
Most people, when I first started this, especially the fishing people, were like, wait, he can't cast a fishing reel, but he can knit and crochet.
yeah. It is Bear, but like I said, they deleted the comment, and then somebody blocked them because of them being rude. But they were able to come back the next time I was in that live, and they didn't interact with me, so I was all good.
Yeah.
But you get attitude from everywhere, and some days it surprises you.
Yeah, I get a lot from some of the fishing community because I grew really quick last summer. And some of them tried to say, well, he bought everything. No, I didn't. I just hit the right niches and the right communities, and it took off.
And in the right time.
Yep. I did a bespoke post unboxing, which was actually on this set of headphones right here. Bluetooth headphones.
Hi, squirrel.
Hey, squirrel. And that was that little short, it was like a 45-minute live. And it got over in the Philippines, and people started watching it and sharing it out. It had
that it just went boom, 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 boom.
It had 475 shares and had 4,700 views, and I gained 700 subscribers in a week.
Yep. Well,
because I hit the right community.
Yeah, you hit
the
it
right algorithm.
Yeah, you hit it at the right time, and it said, "Oh, well, wait a minute. This particular person over here likes that type of stuff, so let's put it in his recommended." And I've got to wiggle around, so let me put my camera down. It's just because I'm sitting on the bed and the bed sinks. So,
well, I've got, when you go behind your avatar, you disappear.
Okay. See, but it doesn't take me long. But yeah, it put it on his recommended list.
Yep.
He looked at it, he liked it, put it on his community tab, and it went bouncy, 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 bouncy.
Yep.
And you've got to be kidding me. I just dropped my hook.
One of my biggest shorts.
I'm going to disappear again then.
One of my biggest shorts from this past year was, went down to my parents' house. We were coming out, and I noticed there was a cicada on my wife's tire. That thing hit almost 4,000 likes.
Well, I have 2 shorts on mine, and one of the times I was up, I had my knitting machine.
Yep.
And I have I think it's a 10-second short where my kitten is across the room and I'm running my knitting machine. And you can she's just sitting there looking dead at where the camera is, because it's right beside the knitting machine, and her ears go. Yeah. And then she turns to look in the living room and looks back at me. But I put that up, and within 2 days, I had 1,200 hits on it. Yeah. I'm like, okay.
the Stock Explorer or Squirrels Magnet Fishing. If either one of y'all want to come up and talk about your hobby, you're more than welcome. Nora does a lot with stock market stuff. She can help you with questions on that. And
Cool.
Squirrel actually does magnet fishing, and one of his other hobbies is Civil War reenactments.
I need patterns for female corsetry.
What'd you say, Coastal?
I ain't even know what was,
Mi-
Bill and,
Yeah.
Bill, but
I misplaced.
Toby bought Cannon.
Dale bought a cannon.
Yeah,
Oh, Lord.
do reenactment. Help it reenactment. Yeah.
My wife's brother has started to do Civil War reenactments,
Mm-hmm.
and his
Our cousin.
Group.
cousin went out and bought a Civil War cannon
Yeah.
because he's got more
Love
money
it.
than he knows what to do with.
Love it. Not getting anywhere near my boyfriend. Though he and I both like Renaissance.
Yep.
We do like the war reenactments, but
Yep.
I would be in so much trouble.
Emily, you're welcome to come up and talk about RC cars if you ever want to.
Now, Felicia, if yours was doing better, I'd say come on up. I enjoyed last time you were up.
Emily's from the UK, and she's a bit shy.
Well, depending on, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning for her.
Yeah.
As I know for me, one of the ladies that she really supports my channel, she's 6 hours ahead of me.
Yep.
So for her,
Okay.
it is 2 a.m.
Sandy Toes, I believe, is from Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So she's like 16 hours ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. That's Lisa Knits on my channel. She's one of mine.
Man. I got her and all that fluff and stuff, and a couple others that come around from Australia. Oh, there's Coastal's link if anybody needs it. She's at 286 or 7 right now, trying to get her to 300.
Nice.
And right after that was my merchandise store. I have cups, shirts, aprons, hats, stickers, magnets, pins, cell phone cases, backpacks, a little bit of everything up there for men, women, and children. I've got this logo, I've got my logo, I've got my old logo, and I did a Fishers of Men Bible study up here.
Okay, Sandy is 14 hours ahead of us. She said it just hit noon on Monday for her.
Okay. Well, it's only 9 o'clock here, so
Well,
10, 11, 12, 15.
Yeah. So she's 16 on me because I'm an hour behind you because it's 8 o'clock my time. Yeah, I just got through coming back from a women's weekend, and with my church, and that was interesting. I've not been to one as an adult. I went with the youth group and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's definitely different to see how they do it. Kelly, hello. And there were some.
Kelly, come up.
There were some things said that it's like, with what you said you've gone through, how are you able? I'm sitting there thinking, how are you able to get up here and send out a positive message with all that negative that came through? And
Miss
I just,
Denise is welcome to come up too.
I couldn't understand it. That's not something I can comprehend.
Yep.
So,
I've got to get up here.
oh,
I might do that one day this week. Since I've got some time off of work this week, I'm going to go into StreamYard Studio. I'm going to film Panda's testimony.
all you have to do is just film it, and then
Yeah.
you can upload it to StreamYard as a premiere.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
might
don't.
film it and upload it as a premiere on YouTube or something
Yeah.
because I've got to do it for church too. He
Yeah,
said
well,
keep it about 10 minutes if possible.
Denise said she would, but it's extremely noisy with power tools. Yeah, it's just, I mean, you can do it and then upload it whenever. Because I'm not sure if.
Because what Coastal went through that weekend and everything that we've been through since then, people need to probably, and I wouldn't even monitor. That would be a video that I don't monetize.
Honestly,
See you, Bears.
if you do that,
Yeah.
put that it is made for children.
Yeah.
Nobody can comment on it. They can like it or dislike it all they want.
Yeah.
But nobody can come in and comment on it.
No.
And YouTube generally does not monetize those.
Yeah.
Or if they monetize them, then it's you'll never see any of the money from that monetization.
Yeah.
But if you put that it's for kids, they really track who watches it.
Yeah.
Because they don't want Panda going south of the border without mom and dad.
Yeah.
So, but I'll be honest, I would just, since you need to do it for church,
Yeah.
I would just do it for church. I wouldn't even put it near upload. Hi, shorties. Well, I wouldn't put it on YouTube just because there's so much traffic here.
Hey, shorties. How are you doing, shorty?
And the different
yeah,
I that's just one more thing to keep away from her and keep her safe.
I know she has a pretty rare syndrome too, so it could help people, but
yeah. I mean, it's like I said, it's completely up to you. Yeah. But me personally, no.
Yeah, we'll sit down. I'll film it. I'll let Coastal listen to it and see what and we'll make the decision together one way or the other.
Yeah.
Because I want to do it in a way that if somebody has questions about that specific syndrome, maybe they could come to me by putting like my email in the description. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's like my boyfriend and I. He's got a email that he uses straight for his channel. Yeah. And I had to do that because the other one had his legal name on it.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, we ain't doing that. So I have one that used to be connected to Hi Custom Screen Printing.
Hey, Wayne.
It used to be connected to my YouTube. But with some of the stuff that I had go on with my channel through the tool community, literally the only way to contact me, the only thing it says about me is my YouTube handle.
Yeah.
There's no postal box, no nothing.
What's that?
But if I do put one up, it'll be that one, and it has
the yarn ran away.
Uh-oh. running. How far is it getting?
Oh no, it was hooked to the paw of an Australian shepherd.
Uh-oh. Has he tried eating the yarn?
Not yet,
Good.
surprisingly. He was
Well,
asleep. He was
well,
asleep and running a squirrel, I guess.
if he ever does start eating it,
Yeah.
unless he starts having stomach pain, just let it run.
Yep.
Kelly said, "Catch it," and
Yep.
if he starts coming out the back end, don't pull.
Yeah. Yep. One of the things I wanted to do in high school is become a veterinarian.
Yep.
I
I
couldn't
thought.
make it. I
Go ahead.
didn't become a veterinarian because I couldn't pass microbiology.
Ah,
Regular
I
biology, great. But microbiology, not so much.
yeah, I thought about it. Then I realized who I lived around, and they all knew my family. And so, because they all knew my family, I would not actually be able to practice in within about 200 miles of where I grew up.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
This thing's getting. I'm not even halfway through the first skein and it's getting heavy.
mm-hmm.
But that's okay. And nothing else, I'll use it like when I'm out on a job site and I have a 1 a.m. pour.
Mm.
I can use it to wrap up in the truck in between tests because it can get cold at 1 a.m. in a single cab truck.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I sit there with the heat running, and when I do that, I'll fall asleep. Cool. Squirrel. He said he'd be uploading a shout out video Monday.
Hey, Kelly, it's pink. The camera is blowing it out to orange, but it's pink.
I uploaded a video today. It's the first one for 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And what I'm going to start doing is uploading my videos as members only for the first 2 or 3 days. So my
Yeah, and
free
then switch
members
it.
can see it first and then switch it to public.
Yeah.
So my members in 2023 will get early access to all my videos.
Nice.
Yep. So if you would like to see my videos before anybody else,
I would have to join. I just have this one slight problem. I'm a stay at home, so I have no income coming in.
yeah,
And, I just,
absolutely understand that too.
I would ask him, but he's having health problems, so.
Well, he seems to like the fact that I've been going in and supporting him too.
Yeah. He does.
I assume he said that he told you I went in there a couple of times.
Yeah, he did. He said, first time he's like, when I was out there on your live the first time, he's like, who are you watching? And like, Backlash Fisherman. He goes, huh? Who was that?
Yeah.
And Kelly, I have 3 brand new unused balls of Mainstays pink out there. I have to figure out what to do with them. Yeah, it's a running gag with me, Kelly, Mobs, and Cuppy that I hate pink. So to them, it's my favorite color.
These skeins of the velvet yarn are 315 yards long.
Yeah, that's just smaller than a red heart.
Yeah, so 12. So 4 would be 1260.
Yeah. Speak of the devil, and he's fixing to come running through.
I guess you didn't see my message.
No, he'll have to talk to you in a minute. When I say running through, it's door, bathroom.
Yep.
So. And there's
Generally.
Yep, that's his notification sound. So if Cuppy's in here, she'll be sitting in the background grinning like a fool.
Yep. Just the good old boys.
Yep.
I pulled the yarn off and I knotted it up on my own self.
Yeah, mine kind of came out the middle. I had yarn bar. So
Well, this one's coming from the outside.
13:20 with 14 minutes to
I see
go.
that. I'm not that blind.
No,
Even
but you
without-
are that
even-
blonde.
Even without my glasses.
But you are that blonde.
Hey,
Okay.
Mater.
Hello.
You want to lean over here and say hi, or you want me to turn it around?
Oh, it's Country Mile. CEO.
Okay, guys. You get to look at his closet.
Hey,
Hello.
Mater. How are you
Okay.
doing, sir?
Pretty good. Been out in the garage, freezing my butt off, watching a different live stream.
But you've been watching that live stream for how many years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bengals just made a touchdown, so 19-20.
Yeah. All I
It's
got
still-
to do-
19-20 for Kansas City, 13 and a half minutes left.
yeah, well, all I got to do is kick the field goal, tie it.
52 degrees here, and nearest rain is 58 miles away.
Ooh, fire.
Ah. Hey, it's my good buddy First Time Fishing Adventures, or Casting Adventures. Yeah, Sandy, he changed his name to Casting Adventures.
Tie it up.
All right, 2020.
Nice.
Yeah, and the bad thing is I'm sitting here looking at Oklahoma University colors. Because Kansas City is wearing the red and the Bengals are wearing the white.
Well, Barrett, the San Francisco game wasn't all that great.
It's honestly, it's football. Okay.
Yeah. Well, San Francisco this late in the season was plagued with injuries,
Yeah.
so that's what hurt their chances. But,
Yeah, normally late in the season, you either get injuries right at the first of the season,
right at the end.
or the last 2 or 3 games before the playoffs.
Yep. I think they said San Francisco was on their 6th or 7th quarterback, and they had 2 get hurt during the game.
Okay.
So yeah. First time my computer is showing rain is 58 miles away, sir.
Yeah, Felicia, I have a lot of cotton yarn out there. I have 2 wire baskets that are about that deep. That is all that is in them is cotton or cotton blend yarn.
Cool.
I'm going to have to sit down and make a heck of a lot of dishcloths.
Well, those don't take long.
It does for me because every once I'll get about halfway through and then I got to turn around and do this, that, or the other, and I won't come back to the dishcloth for about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I can do a 9x9 dishcloth corner increase, go out to where it's 9 inches long, and then start decreasing one.
Is that on the knitting or on the crochet?
Knitting.
Okay, I do.
I can do that in about 3 to 4 hours.
I either do side to side or I've got a pattern. It's called moth stitch in a square that I just do this with and just get out as big as I want.
Yeah.
And it's by Repeat Crafter Me, and I use that on blankets, dishcloths, and
Or I'll do the corner to corner knit.
mhm.
And I'll go out 4 inches and do 4 different squares of 4 inches and use them as coasters.
Oh, my coasters are only about that big.
Yeah.
And that's using 3-weight yarn for those. Yeah, I have. Y'all guys can see my ceiling fan. What you can't see is the little fan over there. And these are running 24/7.
Yep.
Because I literally, it can be 30 degrees in here without hearing the fans move. I will start sweating.
Uh-oh.
Mm-mm.
Peeking. Seriously. 1 second. He just hollered at me and took his paw and pointed at his water bowl.
Good puppy.
You need some water? You need some water, buddy. Watch out. Move. I got to get up. And not knock over the tripod while doing so. Oy.
Hmm. Squirrel, I will have to look into the difference between living history and I know what a reenactment is, but I need to find out what living history is because I've never dealt with that. Or if I've heard of it, I don't remember it. Let's put it that way.
Uh-oh.
I timed out. He timed out, and I'm solo.
Houston, we have a problem.
No, we don't. You're back. We could hear you.
Cell phone battery died though.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
All right, Wayne, take care.
Night, custom. Since don't know everybody, I'm using screen names except for Kelly and Felicia because I know them.
Well, I guess you won't get to see what I'm doing now.
You would have to plug it up, let it charge to about 8%, and then you could redo it.
Well, I got it plugged into an external battery, but it wasn't charging it. I didn't have it plugged in good.
Uh-oh. Yeah, mine is out there, and it'll probably go dead before the live stream is over because I don't remember if I plugged it up. But that's okay because I have a cord out there, and I have a cord over here. Actually, I have 2 cords out there. Only one of them's plugged up, though.
Well, see, I've got it plugged in now. It's got the ring showing that it's charging.
Get it up to 8 or 10, and you can do what you were doing.
Yeah, probably by the time it gets there, I will probably end this and be heading to take a bath and go to bed.
Yeah, I took one last night, and I laid down, and that was it.
And hope and pray that the idiots in North Carolina will drive like they have sense in the rain, which is highly unlikely. And I won't get called out to somebody hitting a guardrail or a ditch or something.
I got my fingers crossed. I would cross the toes, but that hurts.
Then again, if I do get called out, at least it gives me some excitement tonight.
Okay, Squirrel. I just never knew the difference because I've seen reenactments. I've gone to Ren fairs where people are actually, you can buy the products from there, but they're making it actually how it was in the Renaissance. So you can see that, and but there was no war history around me growing up, unless I wanted to sit there and listen to my dad. And then it's like,
we go to, there's a fort probably about 20 miles up the road from us that we go to the first weekend of November, I believe, is when they do that reenactment. And we try to go out there because normally the food is really good.
oh yeah. Have you ever had a campfire turkey leg?
Yep.
Yum.
What, Coastal? The what? Village Mart. Where's that at?
One of them,
Uh,
where they had a vendor sale thing.
uh. Well, they don't really ever have any business out there. One of the little village market things is closing down, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't have business, you can only go a couple of years without
Yeah,
losing your shirt.
they were in a bad location outside of
Yeah.
town,
Well, I mean,
and
outside of town's not that bad. It just depends on
it's
what
kind
was
of
it a
back. It's back off the road, and it's a gated lot.
yeah, that
And
right there would stop me from going in it at all.
the only reason why we went in there is because right before Christmas they had a vendor show on a Saturday, and we're like, "Huh, let's go see what this is all about."
Yeah.
And they didn't really have very much inside that would bring you
Night,
back.
Sandy, or have fun, whichever. Good day to you, whichever.
Have a good afternoon, Sandy.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
that's why I like going to the run fairs, is because I like the way the products are done and the setup and stuff, and the entertainment is definitely something different, something to look into.
Yeah. We have a place down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, just south of us, called Medieval Times Theater,
Hmm.
which is one big Renaissance fair that goes 24/7, pretty much. They have show times and stuff.
I think I'm going to come out that way in a few years.
They have show times, and it has a like 4 or 5 course meal that's provided with
Hmm.
the cost of the show, and you get no utensils. You have to eat everything by hand
Hmm.
because they do it all authentically.
Hmm.
And I'm hoping in the next couple of years we can get Panda down there to that. I would love to be able to film there, but I highly doubt I'll be able to.
Mm. Ask them, and the worst they can do is tell you no.
Yep.
But honestly, how many people film their kids in
Yeah.
parks and stuff like that?
Yep. This thing's getting pretty long.
Hmm. And it seems heavier than the ball.
Yeah. I've
Hmm.
still got a good hunk of the ball left.
Yeah. See, I center pull mine so that
I
it
couldn't
just.
find the center.
See, neither can I. I go in from both ends. When my fingers meet,
Yeah.
I'll move one of them, and then grab 2 or 3 strands and pull. I got yarn bar out the wazoo, but I'd rather work through the yarn
Yeah.
bar to find the end.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do, but I couldn't find the ends.
I'm going to finish this pink, and then I'm going to stop on this for a minute because I have to cut a color.
Uh-oh.
Hi, pedophiles.
But,
No, there's it goes from pink to a light periwinkle blue, and the color in between is a dirty rose blue.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can, that right there on the very top.
Yeah. The last
Yeet.
skein I bought from Walmart, which was Red Heart, actually had the inside tail hanging out the end.
I know. They've been doing that a lot. But yeah, that's the only color out of this colorway I don't like.
Yeah. This here, I'll just start from the end on the outside and go.
Yeah.
It's easier that way than I deal with enough line bars on my fishing reels. I don't need to deal with it in my yarn.
Yeah, my dad always made fun of me because I didn't go overhand when I cast. I went sideways.
Yep.
but I always got it about another 100 yards out from where he was at.
I'm hoping tomorrow I'll probably take Panda to school. I don't know about Coastal to work. We'll see. That way she can do car confessions without me. And then pick Panda up and hopefully go fishing tomorrow afternoon.
Does she do a full day or half day?
She does pretty much a full day, but it's pre-K.
Yeah, a lot of those are. So part of her day is spent napping.
About the last hour.
Okay. I'm sitting so sideways on the bed, I've got to drop my camera and turn because I'm killing myself.
Yep. At least you can, when you turn it off, it just knocks you to the background, but you can still talk.
Yeah, but it's
I
been
only
sitting.
set it up that way because I had two cameras going.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. It's up to you how you set up your streams.
I just thought it would. I know a lot of people, like when I'm doing ride-alongs and stuff, they like to go down like that and let people see where I'm driving.
Yeah, if I was in on a ride along with you, I would do the same thing. I wouldn't be up like this.
Yeah. Depends on which way my camera's facing most of the time.
Don't you normally have it like out the window or something?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I have it facing me. Just depends on what the weather is like or who's around me
Okay.
or what location I'm at. If it's like tomorrow, about 2 miles before we get to the school, we'll flip the camera back inside the car
Yeah, that way
until
it's
we
not
get down the road
advertising
again.
stuff. Yeah, I would let hers run. I would let Coastal's run.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning because I've been getting up at like 5 and 6 in the morning after going to bed at 2 and 3.
Which I did know she's up to something like close to 1,300 watch hours today.
Nice. But I'll just turn her on and let her run, and I'll go do what I need to do in the kitchen and everywhere else, and she'll run while I'm taking a shower. I won't hear her, but she'll be running.
Yeah. She normally does about 45-minute ride along in the morning.
Well, I just put her on my playlist and let it go. Yeah. It'll click on it and say play all.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yep. I've got another one. I did that too. I actually need to go in and do that again, give her more hours.
There's one specific channel that we watch. I'm gonna see if I can find him while I'm thinking about that. Let me see here. I just got his channel. Copy. His name is Drunken Chef Barbecue. He's recently hit 1,000 supporters.
Nice.
I think he needs something like 330 watch hours.
Okay.
So
I'll have to come back in here and
if we could get some people to run his playlist.
Oh, I normally have 3 or 4 YouTube tabs open, and I'm running them back to side by side.
Yeah. He does need, but Drunken Chef, I just dropped the link. He does need watch hours. He's about 300 shy, give or take.
Well, I'll be able to give him at least a couple of days.
He said Friday he was at 400, and then this morning he was at 330 needed.
Okay, he's going to have to start watching because YouTube, when I've had several people, when they get about 900 on the subs, and
Yeah.
about 2 to 300 on the hours, all of a sudden YouTube starts pulling their bots out.
Yeah.
So you lose a sub, and when you lose that sub, you lose the watch hours.
Yeah. He's
Hi,
at
Rick. Real time just joined you.
1.07. Hey, I got a new member.
Yay! But
Which I'm a
like,
member to. Which I'm a member to him also.
but say I'd been watching you for the last year, and I gave you 150 watch hours. If
Thank you,
un-
John. I didn't expect that, sir.
if I unsubscribed to you, you would lose
Yeah.
all of my hours that I've given you,
Oh yeah.
which I think is stupid because I spend time sitting there watching or letting people run to give them hours.
Yeah.
And I'm still listening to them. You,
Yeah.
they don't need to lose stuff because of YouTube.
Well, not only that, YouTube will take us a supporter away from me in a heartbeat too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He needs to right now, since he's got that 100 subs and he's got 300 to go on hour wise. He needs to start checking it in the morning and check it at night, see what's going on.
He's been checking about once every day or two.
Yeah.
I wonder what level he did.
It
It doesn't say.
just says new member, so probably the first one.
Which I think is professional overrun. Which is like $2 a month.
Yeah, the first one's 2, the second one is 3, and then it's 5 for the top tier. If you do the 3 tiers, I think.
I think I did 4 tiers.
Okay. Then I don't know what it is past 3.
I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm working on it, Mr. John.
Mondo Hondo.
100-pound fish.
That's going to take a lot of stuffing.
Yeah.
Um.
I got to find a fish pattern first. I'm sure I can.
Oh yeah. Well, you can also there's a fish motif, so it'd be just a flat panel where you make 2 flat panels and then you would sew them together.
Yep.
But save all your
to make a 100-pound catfish, that would be kind of rough. Plus, I'd have to find a grayish blue, like in Kentucky or Arkansas blue.
For that size. Start looking at Pound of Love and Karen 1 pound.
Yep.
Because that will give you the yardage. Night squirrel.
Somebody said Karen was going out of business the other day.
No, they're part of Spinrite, which is Burnett, the one you're working with now.
Yeah.
But it's Karen, Burnett.
Yeah.
They bought Red Heart about 4 years ago. And then they've got one.
I know the Karen plant here went out of business, and one of my buddies that worked there said that the company had gone bankrupt, was bought out by a different yarn company, and they shut all Karen plants down. And that's been within the last 6 months.
Now, I can see them doing that if, after looking at the financials, the plant was not producing.
They said that all Karen was shut down and there would be no such thing as Karen yarn anymore. Because like the one here was using all ex-cons as their... At the end of it was using like ex-con people.
Yeah, for like a majority of their base labor. Yeah.
He's our dog. She says she's gonna knocked the dog out.
Is he getting an edible gummy or Benadryl?
380 to the head.
No, not allowed.
I know.
Cleaning up the blood is a pain.
We might hit him with a cast iron frying pan, knowing her. But he's back talking Coastal. The 4-year-old don't do it. The 1-year-old dog does. Arr, 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 arr.
Dog gonna have to learn better manners.
Oh, he's very well mannered, but he'll tell you his opinion quickly, whether you want to hear it or not.
Yeah, but you don't backtalk mama.
Yep. I know one thing. My hand's getting tired of crocheting tonight.
Mm-hmm. Also probably kind of sweaty with that yarn.
Not that much. It's more tingly.
That is a lot like
carpal tunnel.
The blanket yarn.
Yeah.
And that always made my hands sweat.
Yeah.
So yeah, carpal tunnel's a witch.
Yep. Coastal has it, and I'm starting to get it.
I think I'm starting to get there too, because this morning I woke up and right on the outer edge of my wrist right here, where that bone is, on both of them it was sitting there going.
Yep.
I'm like, youch.
So it's almost like you cut the circulation off to my fingers. My fingers go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's on my left hand. On my right hand, I don't know if you can see, but right in here, that scar.
Yeah.
I got bit by a brown recluse spider.
Ew.
And ended up with a serious MRSA infection that if Coastal hadn't gotten over to the hospital when she did, I woke up to an IV in my left arm and marks on my right arm. I said, "What's the marks for?" She said, "The bottom mark is where the black line was. The middle mark is where they said if it got to, they would cut your arm off at the top mark."
Not Kelly. Yeah, no.
She didn't sign the paperwork for him to cut it off.
Nope.
So yeah.
No, the only I can deal with having my legs cut off.
Kelly.
I could deal with that. You're not going to cut my hands off.
No.
Because if anybody tried to do that, they would lose their body parts.
You need to write a couple of those down.
What?
Went to the library the other day and picked up this book here.
Oh, Kids Knits? Yeah, see that fish right there?
Yeah.
You could use that for the body of the Mondo Hondo you were talking about.
Yeah, I just have to expand it a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah. You just literally...
I'm going to find a soft material like this here. And stuff it because it'd be like a pillow for him.
All your yarn scraps.
Yeah.
Get a bowl or basket or old coffee cans.
Yeah.
Just put a plastic Walmart bag or something in it. Start throwing your scraps in there. When you're done with a project, put it in there.
Yeah.
And by the time you're done with the fish, you'll have quite... Don't you dare. He's over here. He's in here watching the game, and he's doing the arm movements that the refs are doing. Yeah, and they got 2.5.
Hold it.
2.5 minutes holding for Kansas. Yeah. Anyway.
I saw that.
Yeah. But you can throw all your scraps in there. You can get the polyfill from Walmart and Hobby Lobby. Check and see because they do have stuff. They have their yarn on sale every other week. You can
Yeah.
also read. They have sometimes they have the polyfill on,
Yeah.
but they also have their foam forms and pillow inserts on sale. So, you can get the foam and just chunk it up. But there's a 10-pound box you can get at Walmart for, I think it's like $35 right now of the polyfill.
Cool.
So,
Let's see. I was looking to see how I could play all on his. But he does have playlist.
are you on, you're on a computer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you go to videos, and then
Yeah.
you're going to scroll down just a little bit, and it should say play all. Sweetheart, I
What?
figured out how to unblock. We will do that when I get off, because
Okay.
I took them off mine.
Okay.
I don't
So
see
now-
play.
So
I
now
think
what-
because he has them in playlist
No.
already, you can't. They don't give me the play all option.
Well, no, it should be just not the playlist. Just it should say home, video, lives, and all that.
Yeah.
Go to the one that says videos, and then scroll. Just very carefully scroll down. It should have a option to play all.
I don't see that, but I don't see it. Not on his channel, at least.
Oh, it set it up automatically on mine. That's why and made her too. So
Let's see. Recently uploaded. What about popular? See if that works. Nope.
B can talk back to Mama. Now he's talking to you.
I know. It means he needs to go OUT.
Oh, him got the wiggle butt.
Yeah. But I'll probably go ahead and get off here and put Drunken Chef on and let it play for a while.
I'll sit in there, do 2 or 3 hats, and I'm just sitting there running it.
Well, I think I get to about 5 or 6 inches on this here, and I'm about halfway through this ball of yarn. So if each one gets me a little over a foot, that'll be 4 to 5 foot long.
Yeah.
Won't be too bad. And it's 4 foot wide.
Yeah. As long as you don't increase, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
All right. Hi, Beacon.
That's too long.
Beacon. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Turn the heater off because you've been in the house in the hoodie for less than a minute, and he's starting to sweat.
Okay. Hop down. Hop down, buddy.
And they say women are bad when they go through menopause. He's worse than me.
I've been out there in the garage here. It's like they come in here. It's like, whew.
You poor man. You're just getting too old.
No, I'm not.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later on.
All right. Y'all have fun and
Yep.
show him how to do a couple of things. Stay safe. Stay
Yep.
blessed.
Hopefully, I'll be on the second skein of yarn by next week. We'll see.
That's one. You take it in one of Panda's old diaper bags, and there you go.
Yep. I'll keep going until I get it done.
Yep. All right.
Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody. End broadcast.